If you're falling behind on your bills or you having car trouble and you need a new car and you don't have the money to get those things done, well, I'm going to show you the best places you can go, and I'm going to show you also an extra hack to be able to get some extra money. Now, the first place is Blue Mountain Loans. Now, here's the thing about it with Blue Mountain Loans. Granted, this is an emergency lender, okay? So they only loan monies for people that have an emergencies, and that's the reason you see the small dollar amounts from 100 up to 1,200. But the good part about this, you're not going to get a hard pull on your credit. And so what I mean is that they're going to use the third party companies in order to verify that your identity, to make sure you're not filing bankruptcy, or you're not in a bankruptcy, or you haven't had a loan with them in the past and you didn't pay it off. So what they're going to use, as you can see here, they're going to use Clarity, which is owned by Experian, Factor Trust, which is owned by TransUnion, and Data X, which is owned by Equifax. Okay, so that's the reason you will not see the hard pull on your credit. All right, now doesn't matter if you're in check systems, not with these lenders. One of the things about it though, you do have to have a checking account that receives ACH. All right, some of these lenders, they don't do prepaid card, but once you go here and apply, you'll be able to find that out. But if you're in Georgia or in the Atlanta area and you need a loan, a quick loan, this is your first one. Now, the second one is Buffalo Lake Lending. Buffalo Lake Lending, all right? And so the thing about it with Buffalo Lake Lending, people want to know, can I get approved with bad credit? Again, these are the type of lenders, they're not about the personal credit. They're about, do you have an active checking account? Do you have regular deposits going on? So if you're on disability, welfare, and you're needing a loan and stuff like that, long as you have an active bank account where they can verify that you have funds available, I wouldn't say funds available, or able to receive direct deposits and stuff like that, they're willing to work with you. All right, so that's the thing about it. In reference to the amount, is they offer from 200 up to 2,000. Okay, from 200 up to 2,000. Again, I just want to reiterate, like I said, that these here type of lenders, Factor Trust, Clarity, Data X, that is what they're checking. They're not going to be doing a hard pull on your Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax, okay? So you don't have to worry about those. Another lender that you also have is River Valley Loans. Now, here's the thing about it with River Valley Loans. As you can see, they go from 200 up to 3,000. So you're starting to get a little more higher limits and stuff. And again, like I said, it's not about the personal credit, just to be transparent with you all. So that's the reason I'm bringing this to you, so you don't have to be panicking, wondering, am I going to get a hard pull? Am I going to get a hard pull? No, you're not going to get a hard pull, but you do have to have an active checking account. Now, before we go on to the other lenders, one of the things I want to tell you, if you are working a job, a W-2 job, please keep this in mind. You can go to your HR and you can request to file exempt for 3 to 4 months. I have seen people do file exempt for a whole year just so they can catch up on their bills. But filing exempt, meaning that you won't have any taxes taken out of your check, federal, state taxes taken out of your check for that small amount of time. So that way you can bring home just about all of your paycheck to help you get caught up on bills, all right? Now, another option you may have and people are not aware of, if you have like a retirement plan that lets you take a loan against your retirement plan, that may be an option like a 401k or something like that to borrow the money and pay down some debt. All right, so I would tell you, you may want to check those resources first before you take out these high interest rate loans, because these interest rate loans are very high, and I'm just being transparent with you. Another place that you may want to check out is checking the cash. All right, so with checking the cash, here's their thing. They offer payday loans, installment loans, title loans, and flex loans. So they offer a multitude of loans that you may be able to qualify for. All right, so like even like with their installment loans, as you can see, their installment loans go from $50 up to $5,000. Okay, and now some of you guys are maybe with a credit union, and sometimes when you with a credit union, they may have a an alternate payday loan, right, with a lesser interest rate. So you may want to check with your credit union if you've been a member with them at least 90 days, where they don't even do a hard pull on the credit. They'll just give you the loan. Okay, so check with your credit unions as well. I hope this video is helping you all. Would you please leave a comment, give me a thumbs up if this is beneficial to you all and if it's helpful. Now, the next lender we're going to be talking about is Rise Credit. Now, here's the thing about a Rise Credit. As you can see, they go from $500 up to $5,000. Now, again, just to reinforce what I was saying, here's all the states that Rise Credit offer loans in. And guess what? It offers loans in the state that you actually reside in, the state of Georgia. Here's something else I want to share with you about Rise Credit. As you can see here, which credit bureaus do you report to? Again, they report to Experian and TransUnion. However, when you are trying to do a pre-qualified, they're going to use the third-party credit bureaus they own, which is Clarity, owned by Experian, and Telecheck, which is owned by TransUnion. Okay, so that's what I mean about transparency, understanding you're not worried about a hard pull on the credit. Those of you that may have a vehicle that has equity in it, then you may want to look at Yendo, because again, they don't do a hard pull on your credit and they offer loans up to $10,000. So some of the questions that you may have to ask about, some of the things that you may ask about, like what vehicles can be used to apply. So they have cars, light duty trucks, vans, SUVs. So you have an array. And the thing about Yendo, like I said, you can have title as long as you have equity in the vehicle, or you actually can be making payments on the car. But if the car has equity in it, they will still give you a loan up to $10,000. Okay, so that's the reason that I tell you guys, there's so many places out here that you can get loans. Now, another one is Opportune. Now, another lender is Opportune. Okay, Opportune is a CDFI. CDFI means Community Development Financial Institute. They are there for a sole purpose of underserved communities, okay? And they make it very easy for people in underserved communities to get a loan. And as you can see here, their loans go from $300 up to $10,000, okay? And some people that may not have a social, but you may have an ITIN, they will still qualify you. All right, so this is also an option. Say that you are in the gig economy in Atlanta, Georgia, or in Georgia, period. Here's the thing about it, you also have to keep in mind. If you're in the gig economy, there's a company called Fundo. All right. Now, unfortunately, the thing about it with Fundo, they are merchant cash advance. And what I mean by that is that the interest rates on these type of loans can be very expensive. All right. But the good part is they loan up to $10,000. All right. So that's the good part about this. Now, here's another thing. What I was saying about who qualifies for Fundo. You have freelancers, small business owners, contractors, sellers, and franchise. So those of you, again, that are in the MLM market, but you're generating revenue, you can get a loan from this type of. Another place for you to get a loan is through Fair Figure, okay? So here's the interesting thing about Fair Figure. All you have to be generating is between $2,000 to $2,500 a month. This is for you business owners, okay? If you are a business owner and you have deposits, you don't have a regular job, you just have your side gigs and stuff like that, but you're bringing in revenue and stuff, and you have a registered business, then Fair Figure may be the place for you. Now, the reason that I like Fair Figure, if you're familiar with NAB, is because they give you 2 trade lines on your business credit file as well. So when you sign up for that program to monitor your personal credit and your business credit, they give you a trade line for that. Plus, when you qualify for their loan, they also give you a trade line for that. And as you can see here, they report to Credit Safe, Equifax, Experian. They use Plaid to verify your financial information, TransUnion, and Small Business Financial Exchange, okay? Now, the score that they give you is a Vantage score. So with that Vantage score, say that you have a 680, 690 Vantage score, then a place that you may want to consider is going over here, and this is BCU, Baxter Credit Union. And again, this is how you join through the Life Money U. And so when you join them, all right, they are a Vantage 3. So when you go over to Credit Karma and look at your TransUnion score, like I said, if you have a 680, 690 Credit Karma TransUnion score, this would be a great place because they offer business credit cards as well as personal credit cards and personal loans as well. All right, and they're very flexible, very easy turnaround. Now, they may want to do a phone consultation with you and understanding why are you joining and things of that nature. But at the same time, they do give you an opportunity. Now, another lender you want to take a look at is Net Credit. And as you can see with Net Credit, they not only offer personal loans, but they offer lines of credit as well. And so here's the personal loan goes from $1,000 up to $10,000. And again, you can actually pre-qualify, so you don't have to worry about that hard pull on your personal credit to see if you pre-qualify. And again, they're showing you out of transparency, this is what the interest rates is. They go from a year up to five years in terms of repayment. Now, here's the thing about it. You need to understand with this situation with Net Credit, once you are pre-approved for the loan, okay, and then you accept the loan, then that's when they do a hard pull on the credit, okay? Now, for those of you that need more than $10,000, then you want to look at Avant. So with Avant, you can do a pre-approval with them as well. As you can see, their loans go anywhere from $2,000 up to $35,000. Now, the minimum credit score with them, you have to have at least a 580 credit score, okay? At least a 580 credit score. But you can see here that interest rates is much cheaper as well, and they go from 12 months up to 5 years as well. Now, there's one other place I'm gonna tell you, and this is a credit card, and yes, it is a hard pull. However, all you need is a 580 credit score, and the credit card you want to go for is the Capital One Spark Classic. Now, here's the thing about it I want you guys to understand. If you had a credit card with Capital One in the past and it's been over 12 months and it's been in charge-off status, you still may be able to qualify for this here credit card, this Capital One Spark Classic credit card. I have seen people get this here credit card and they started them off like about $3,000, okay? So that's the thing about it. So I just wanted to give you a list of places for those of you that are in Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia, or around Georgia that needed a loan, you needed some capital, and you can't go to your bank or your credit union. These are the places you want to check out. If you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off of the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.